The following podcast is a member of the Pokecasters Network. Pokecasters Network, supporting Pokemon content creators, their shows, and the community of Pokemon fans. To find out more, check out PokecastersNetwork.com or find us on Twitter and Facebook.
Previously on Not a Stretch.
And as you reach the Lily Garden, sure enough, you see what is possibly the most beautiful town.
Kyle is just gonna turn to Zendoran and just be like, so I know we have to get going, and I know we're on a bit of a mission here. Can we just spend the day here and just relax, you know?
And what you see is maybe surprising. I'm not sure how surprising this would be. You see a Badoo punching a tree.
Huh?
You see a Badoo punching a tree.
Yeah. Huh?
Okay, so that is surprising.
Why would a Badoo be punching a tree?
Kyle, wait a minute. Are you Kyle Longgrass? Longgrass? Was that the name we gave you?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Are you Kyle Longgrass?
Kyle at this point goes wide-eyed, and it's just how did you know that?
Oh, probably should introduce myself. I need a name, and
I need a name.
Yeah, the name's Ford, and I am a member of the Battle Hammers. Let's go to your chest. So your chest has kind of been sitting there. It's up to you if you would like to attempt to open it or not. I will say this: on the second day, Badoo notices that you have the chest, and it's like, "Ooh, this is a puzzle. Ooh, okay, this is interesting." So inside here, you see an energy seed. An energy seed, I will tell you, will heal you to maximum and put you over max a D10 until you leave the dungeon.
Nice.
Roll me a D20 Arcana check.
Here we go. It's a 16. Time to dream.
I will give you the same option I gave you last time you dreamed, which is of the 4 elementals that made famous in the Avatar series of Earth, Air, Fire, Water. Last time you chose Earth.
Last time I did choose Earth because why did I choose Earth? Because we were headed to Petrum and because we were headed to Steelforge City.
Right. You're here now, effectively.
We are there
You're
now.
like an hour away, basically.
I mean, I did miss out on the chance to do air while we were in Ventus. So I feel like now's a good time to go back and revisit air because I have a gut feeling I know what this is going to change about the dream, potentially. I could be wrong.
Maybe? No, actually, no, you're definitely wrong. I don't think this is going to help you. No, that have words. I don't think this is going to change what you think it will change.
Wait, what?
I don't think this is going to change what you think it will change.
Sir, explain. Give me my dream.
Okay. You open your eyes, and what you see is very familiar to you because you've lived through it technically twice now. We go all the way back, ages and ages ago, to an old episode from way back in Arc 1. You open your eyes, and you see yourself in front of a train station, basically exiting out of a train.
Huh. Okay, you got me. Fair play, you got me. That's not what I was thinking of. Okay. Do I see anything familiar or anyone familiar? Or am I just at a train station? What train station is it? Is there a sign? Help.
Yeah, so you're walking out of a train station, you look up and you see that you have reached New Birch City.
Okay. Is there any do I see do I see anything that I recognize from the one day that I have taken a train into New Birch City in my life? Am I reliving this day?
Sorry, I was just making sure that I was reading something correctly because my map was saying something that made no sense. But yes, you reach New Birch City. You look to your left, and what you see, I don't know if it surprises you or not. You see this vague, shadowy figure that looks like Ralph, but it keeps flickering on and off.
Interesting. Because, I've been here with Ralph, and I've also been here with no Ralph.
Ralph sort of suggests in one of the times that they're on to go into the city, and you follow behind. And then immediately afterwards, you start thinking, I should head to the middle of the city, just on your own, no other thoughts around.
This is a weird like merging of the my head. I don't like this. I just pick Earth again.
Roll me a D something. Doesn't matter. Even Todd.
Well, I picked up a D20, and I got my nope, never mind. It's a 16. I thought I somehow managed to roll between a 16 and a 3, and was very confused.
16. So we'll jump 2 steps ahead with this as opposed to 1 step ahead. You jump 2 steps ahead, so you close your eyes, you open your eyes, you're sitting in a booth.
I'm sitting in a booth?
You're sitting in a booth. You're like
a diner booth or
like a diner booth.
Okay.
You're sitting in a diner booth, and across from you is Snow.
Okay.
Also, first off, shout out Snow, who's back on the show in some weird way after an arc and a half at least.
Arc and a half. It's definitely
Maybe
been long.
2.5%, yeah. And Snow, you can tell, like, I think you have deduced, oh, this is some sort of, like, fixing of the timeline that's occurring in some way, of, like, trying to figure out what events are similar.
Yeah. Kyle's, like, reliving memories of both Kyles.
Right.
And, like, and converging them together. Okay.
So there are some times where Snow is directing the conversation at you, and then other times directing it at somebody next to you, and then switching back and forth.
Yeah.
Between those.
Is.
The conversation topics seem to be somewhat similar, so the conversation itself isn't like, so I was traveling over to Sunday. Yeah, so this is a different situation that we're having here, brought to you by criminals in this organization. Like, nothing like
Yeah. No. They are both small talk.
Yeah, it's both small talk related. You hear a little bit of conversation about Snow's parents and stuff that you remember.
Yeah.
Roll me another odds or evens. We're gonna jump 1 step or 2 depending on the roll.
I rolled a D12 and I rolled a 1.
1. We jump 1 step ahead.
I thought you
one
said you
step
were
ahead.
5 steps ahead.
No, luckily. You jump 1 step ahead, and so you jump 1 step ahead where Snow is starting to roll out the door, either with Ralph or without Ralph, just kind of nodding you over, and heading towards a playground.
Right. I vaguely remember this.
Heads towards a playground, and Snow repeats once again about this sort of item that she has called a teleport gem.
Right.
That allows her to basically be teleported to a location that the creator of the gem wanted it to go. In this case, it teleports you straight to Shady Grove.
Yep.
Now I need you to jump 1 or 2 steps. Roll ahead. Roll again.
All right. D4. 2.
2. You jump 2 steps ahead and see yourself remembering immediately after the first time you found a legendary item. You had contacted the meeting and everything like that. And again, a merging of the event. Sometimes Ralph is there talking about the exploits and the fact that now I got 2 baseball stars on my cap. And other times it's you having a serious meeting like, okay, we found the first item and we found, another recruit. We're going on a roll here.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, this is also the point where Adam comes up with the riddles.
Or at least, like, introduces us to
the riddles.
The clues, yeah.
Yes. And now, this is where I'm just going to make you get this memory here. You keep flicking back and forth. Teleport gem, riddles, 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 and you wake up.
Interesting. But, like, my memory of all of the clues for the legendary items, it's the same.
Yeah, the clues are the same. There's nothing changed about the clues.
Nothing's changed about the clues. Huh? This is something that I am not making any sense of right now, and I'm either being incredibly dumb or you're being incredibly vague, and I don't know which it is.
A bit of both.
Of course.
As always.
As always in this show, it's a bit of both.
It's a bit of both. Anyway, meanwhile, we go back over to the city as you slowly approach Steel Forge City. Remember that whole garden thing? Not anymore. We're in the industrial age, ladies and gentlemen. Prime 1880s America or something.
Yes. It's all smokestacks and steam engines and heavy rail and
trains.
Steel types.
Lots and lots of trains. But sure enough, like unlike the other places that you've been where where, as I try to remember everything, Bronze Roses...
In my head, I have Motostoke City right now for whatever reason. I guess it makes sense, but...
Have what city? Sorry?
Motostoke.
Motostoke. Is that a new?
That's in Galler.
That's why I don't know what that is. Oh sure. From
It's
images that I'm seeing, it's immediate.
old English industrial town.
Yeah, this is basically it.
Yeah.
From the few images that I've seen.
We need to get you playing Gen 8 tomorrow
Um,
or later today? Question mark.
Question mark. But yeah, so yeah, you reach the city, and it's again very different compared to that of the other guilds that you've been in before. With the Bronze Roses, that's basically locked into the forest. There's a town there, but it's more villagey. With the Boulder Stars, it's an island. With the Dark Clouds, that's in your hometown, which I think we've described as more of like a shipping location. This full-on hardcore prime buildings.
And just somewhere in the middle of this, or like the biggest building in the city is the headquarters of the Battleheimers, or
Yep, yeah. Biggest, we'll say, yeah, we might as well say it. The biggest building in Steelforge City. It is as tall, if not taller, than that tower that you were visiting a few days ago.
it's the
in
Avengers Tower.
Hawkeye. It's as tall, if not taller, than that Hawkeye tower that you saw before.
Yes.
Steelforge City.
Sorry, I don't know if you made the mental jump I did, or the mental connection I did.
In regard to Hawkeye.
Yeah. This is like the Avengers Tower, and the other tower is called Hawkeye. Hawkeye's a.
Yes, I get it. You know
Please,
what? Let's dive into this even more.
Please cut this out.
Let's add to this even more. A la Avengers, like instead of a large letter A, I think is on the building in New York or something like that. There's no A. There's just one large, gigantic hammer that is at the top of this building. So it's Thor, basically.
So
yes.
it's Thor.
There's just a giant hammer at the top of this building. It's
y'all,
clear
y'all,
as soon as you
y'all
enter
thought that we were with Arc 5, we were now in the Not a Scratch extended audio universe, but we're actually crossing over with the Marvel universe as well.
Guys, guess what? This has been a Marvel thing all along, ladies and gentlemen.
Guys, you can now watch the full Not a Scratch anime on Disney Plus.
Yes, except probably not.
Could you imagine?
I think I would be at that point. I think it would slowly dawn upon me. Maybe Disney has a monopoly on things. Maybe
Just well, yeah, because they'd have to get the rights to Pokemon
right.
as a whole.
Which, you know, might be slightly complicated. Anyway, Steelforge City, giant building in the center of town, basically, that has a gigantic hammer at the top of it. It's abundantly clear. Yeah, this is probably the Battle Hammers.
Maybe just a little bit.
Maybe just a bit. And even with Steelforge City, in the name itself, soon afterwards, in the, I guess, when you enter from the southwest direction. In the southeast, you're seeing mountains that make this building look like a townhouse in comparison. We're talking gigantic mountains. This is where all the mining and all of the rocks that you collect is done.
And that's to the southeast?
This is to the southeast, yeah. So
okay.
You've effectively, if you go for Lily Garden, Seal Forge, and these mountains, you make like a V, effectively.
Yeah, but like an upside down one.
Yes.
Like a mountain shape.
Like a mountain shape, like the name. But yeah, you enter Steelforge City. You're at the Battle Hammers. There's the door if you want to knock.
I feel like instead of knocking, Kyle's just gonna look over to Ford.
Ford just looks back at you and it's like, oh right, I should probably, just apologies if I'm moving my mic. I got to do this properly.
Wow, that came out really nice and hollow.
There we go.
That's like that sounds like what knocking on a metal door would sound like.
Cool. I just knocked on my wooden desk that is connected to my metal mic stand, and I guess
but it worked out perfectly because it didn't come out like it's like a thud thud thud. It came out as like a more of a hollow, like dung dung dung.
I can't wait to hear it myself. And behind the door, you hear everyone's favorite character. Hi, it's Ford plus 2 guests. Battlehammer Ford. The Badoo. The Badoo.
Who are the 2 guests?
So we have Kyle Longgrass the Trico and Sendoran the Wigglytuff here for business. Looks to you.
Kyle just nods.
Here for business.
Are they expected to meet the guild master?
Are you expected to meet our guild master?
Kyle just nods again.
Yes. They said okay.
I was gonna say we had intelligible words up until that point. Until that point, Kyle was following along, just like, yeah, standard, guild speak, blah, blah, blah. I've heard this all before. And then that last bit, Kyle's just looking at Ford lost.
It's a bad joke. Door opens, and you enter in to the Battle Hammers. Now, we've mentioned this. Other guilds look like other guilds. Boulder Star's got their little, ocean rock feel. The Bronze Roses have that sort of foresty feel. This looks like a cave. It's a cool cave, but it's a cave.
I was gonna joke about the Bat Cave, and then I realized now we're crossing over to DC.
Yeah, why not? Let's just... ladies and gentlemen, we have merged together two of the largest franchises in history, and a third one now, just to...
Three of the largest No. I mean, technically,
yeah.
Technically, the Pokemon franchise is pretty big.
Oh, I was counting that as one of the big ones. We've added DC now to Marvel and Pokemon.
Oh, when I was saying three of the largest franchises, I was saying Marvel, DC, not a scratch.
Oh, not a scratch. Yeah, let's go. Look at us with a grand total of less than 100 episodes to our name. We're up there with the...
Really?
We have not... I don't think we've reached 100 episodes yet.
Oh, wait, no, we absolutely haven't. Now that you mention it, that makes no sense. It just, wow. We have way too many hours of content for not having 100.
But yeah, so you enter into the cave. Badu kind of points out on the first floor, there's this large, almost like castle wooden door that leads into the Guildmaster's office as established on the top. Badu's like, yeah, you just go in there, knock, they'll meet you and, have fun, I guess. Ford's like, I gotta head back to my room and unpack because it has been a minute since I've been here.
Kyle just nods and gives a thumbs up.
All right, see you around if you're staying for a while. Nice to meet you, of course, Sindoran, Kyle. I'll be out. And Badu heads up to their room, leaving you and Sindoran in this cave.
in this cave with this giant wooden door.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, and this might be a crazy idea, I think Kyle's gonna knock on the door.
All right, yeah, knock on the door.
Wait, let me knock on the door. This is giant wooden door, so it can't be as hollow of a sound. Might be more of a. Let me see if I can do this. It's more of a.
Yeah, that has a bit of an echo to it, I guess, which it makes sense in your.
A bit of an echo. I don't think there was any sort of metal to it. I could be wrong.
No, I didn't hear anything. I think it's
okay. Perfect.
Perfect. And you hear behind the door.
You know what the secret to that was?
It sounded like you hit cardboard, but I'm not.
It's a hand towel on my wooden desk that I double as a dice man.
Nice.
Yeah.
You hear behind the door a voice just goes, yes, come in.
Kyle's gonna open the door and gesture in Zendoran as well.
And you enter inside. It's funny that you joked about the Batcave.
Does this have the vibe of the Batcave, or is the Guildmaster a Crobat?
Close. Things are perched up on the roof. There seems to be two different desks. There is the desk set normally at face value-ish with chairs and stuff there, and you look up and you see basically a copy of that stapled onto the roof.
Nice. Nice. I like this.
So yeah, a bunch of furniture and chairs and other things are put up there. Down on the, it almost looks like there's two different rooms. There's the room that the Guildmaster works in, which is the one stapled to the roof that has all the important cabinets and tables and stuff like that, and the meeting room, which is down on the floor.
That is fantastic. I love that. Is this Guildmaster a Crobat?
No.
Sad.
And you see a shadow. You might like this more. You see a shadow from the top, kind of duck down and jump off the chair effectively from the top and lands down. Let me just
jumps and lands. So it's not it's not a winged creature.
It's a winged creature. I guess it kind of lets go from the chair at the top if that makes any sense.
Okay, interesting.
And then just kind of floats down to the bottom.
kind of floats down.
This is a very bad way of describing this. I just need to confirm because I wrote this down previously.
Does it float down? Does it fall down, or does it swoop down?
Oh, that's why I messed this up. Okay.
It's like a
I was about to tell you
because
the
if we're
wrong
joking
Pokemon.
about the bat cave, it's got to be like a Crobat or like a Noivern or something.
No, I'm serious about the Batcave. It flies down in a way, sort of like gliding down, and you see in front of you.
Is it a Gliscor?
No, you said you mentioned it previously. It is a Noivern.
Oh, it is a Noivern. Oh, you made me think of one. No, wait, no. I got my hopes down, and then I got my hopes up because no.
I'm confused if you like this or not.
I would have been hyped if I hadn't already like moved on from Noivern to Gliscor and been like, oh my goodness, it would have been fun if it was a Gliscor, but no, it's a Noivern.
Which you also guessed.
Yeah, but like the excitement of having it right is less than the excitement of what it is, because like
I see.
you know, I don't know. I've never been a huge fan of Noivern. I've always thought Noivern was like kind of mid. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
I know I'm upsetting some people with this one, I'm sure, but like I've always thought Noivern is just like it's okay. I think it's I think it's the fact that like in my mind, Noivern and Noibat have always been like associated in my mind with like Woobat and Swoobat. And Woobat and Swoobat are objectively whack. Like we can all agree.
Sure, I guess. I don't know.
It makes no sense. I will admit it makes no sense. It's just how my mind perceives it.
Okay, so your mind is wrong. That's it.
Yes, my mind is wrong.
Cool. But sure enough, this Noivern kind of like glides down into the chair below. Kind of rests up in like business, like crossing their fingers across in front of them as they look to you. Hello. Nice to meet you. May I ask what business you have with me?
Kyle is going to pull out his badge, and then Kyle is going to look to Zendoran for explanation.
And Zendoran immediately starts going in. Yes, hello. We're here today. Hopefully not bothering you. Kyle here is a member of the. Remind me again. You're the Boulder Star.
And Kyle like holds his badge up to Zendoran just to read out.
Yes, the Boulder Stars, and we're here basically because if I'm not mistaken, would you be able to argue with this? I don't know if Adam would. I think Adam, you know Adam, right? Yes, I believe I do. Yeah, so Adam, this kid over here, great child, is part of the Guild Exchange program, and we were wondering if you would be able to do the exchange now, effectively. Zendoran, like with hand behind the head, kind of like nervously, like, this is working.
Kyle just kind of shrugs. That's not the explanation that I was looking for, but hey, it works.
Also, we're traveling that away, and was wondering if we could figure out how to do that. I see.
And after that last little bit of information, Kyle just like nods and turns. nods at Zendoran, like good job. It turns to the Noivern.
Certainly. Well, of course. I think I see no problem with that. I do know that we were expecting you, I think, a little bit later, but whatever works. Welcome to the Battlehammers. I think we can get into a sort of quick greeting here, if you don't mind. Mr. Zendoran, I take it. I'm gonna assume they introduced each other 5 minutes ago. Mr. Zendoran, I believe. You're happy to stay along with us. We do have extra rooms and stuff, and I know you're traveling with Kyle here. Kyle, for Battlehammers related activities, would you like to be introduced to all of the members now? I think everybody's inside.
Kyle just nods and then gives Zendoran a wave. Because I assume that they're leaving Zendoran.
Zendoran, please take as much time as you want to explore the town and everything that's available here. And
does Zendoran have the package for the Drifblim?
Yeah, Zendoran I believe does. Cool. No problem at all. I have a couple of errands that I need to run anyway, so I will get to those. And we'll be back later today, Kyle. See you then.
Kyle just gives a thumbs up and a wave.
And so I'm gonna change this as well. So Echo, after Zendoran leaves a bit, Echo kind of pulls out some papers. And
His
starts-
name is Echo.
Oh, I probably didn't mention that. Yeah, his name is Echo.
Well, yeah, no, that works. That works. Now, my question is his name Echo, and like were his predecessors like Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, and Delta, or is his name just Echo? Because
His name is Echo.
for a half second, I thought there was a fun play where like the battle hammers are like, they're all like code named by the NATO phonetic alphabet.
I'm gonna check something out real quick. If that's the case, we got to change Badoo's names to Foxtrot, which I don't think.
Well, no. His name is Ford, but he's addressed as like.
Oh, so you're Bravo, I guess.
Well, I would imagine it's like in the order that like people came into the guild, right? Like this Neuvern is like the 5th ever member of the Battle Hammers or something.
I see.
Kinda,
Okay. Okay, cool. We can work with this. Cool. Yeah, let's work on this now. So.
Oh my goodness! Yes, yay! I love this. I love this.
Presses some sort of button, which is sort of like a "Hey, everybody, get downstairs" type of button, and it leads you out. And sure enough, all of the members of the Battle Hammers are now here, sort of ready for their introduction. And you see the 5 other members of the Battle Hammers. Now we have Echo. Echo is Echo.
Echo, whose name is also Echo.
Yeah.
Wait, is Echo's name also Echo, or does everyone just refer to him as like Echo or Captain and like not actually know his name?
Neuvern's name for ages has been Echo. Maybe they have a real name, but Neuvern has decided never to.
This Neuvern might actually have a name and we just don't know it.
Yep, Neuvern, as far as we know, name is Echo, and we're just gonna roll with that.
Nice. I could get behind it.
There are other members. This is what I asked you to roll earlier, which is the genders of each of these Pokemon. Like I said, not very important at all.
But also could be pivotal.
Could be, maybe. We'll see. So what we have here, if it matters for name purposes, what we will do between you and I, we'll create 5 real names for them and 5 code names for them, using the NATO phonetic alphabet. First up on the list, we've got Badoo, which we've already mentioned. Ford. If you have of the
is this Badoo like one of the more senior members here, or?
No. I would say Badoo's a newer member. I think the Battle Hammers just as a whole have not hired people in the past while, so Badoo is experienced, but also one of the newer members.
Badoo is experienced, but one of the newer members. Okay. This Badoo is Sierra. Sure.
Sierra.
Yeah, we're going all the way down the list. Some people have retired.
That makes sense.
Some people have retired.
Some people have retired. They gotta have some names extra for later on. All right, cool. Next, for the rest of the people, of course, don't have actual names, and we can feel free to name them as we wish. The next one is a male electric, like the Unova one, the eel.
Oh, the eel. Is that the pre-evolution of Electros?
That's the pre-evolution of Electros.
I'm not gonna lie, having not really touched Gen 5, I did not even know that Electros had a pre-evolution.
To be fair, I didn't either.
Nice.
I think when I generated this,
I knew that Tynamo existed, and I knew that Electros existed. I did not know that they were in the same evolution chain, and did not know that Electric was in the middle. Okay.
So the funny thing is, I generated all of the guild members were generated. I think the moment we introduced the guilds way back in Arc 0.
So this is one that's just been forgotten in the depths of the Red Book.
So I think I generated Electric as Electric, thinking that it was Electros, and then proceeded to never touch this again until now, where I also do know Electric is a Pokemon. So,
nice. All right. Is this Electric like?
This is a male Electric.
Male Electric, more senior than Ford or not?
This is more senior. This is equivalent to,
like lieutenant kind of status.
What did we name them previously? I can't even remember where the where am I looking for this? Like second in command type of thing.
Okay, yeah, like lieutenant. This is Golf.
Yes. This is Golf.
Well, codename Golf.
Codename Golf. Their actual name?
We'll come back to it. Or actually, a male Electros.
Or Electric.
A male Electric. Its name is Ross.
All right, we got Ross.
Its name is Ross because I am constantly going to think it is an Electros.
Next up on the list.
The only reason.
Next up on the list, everything afterwards here is in between Electric and Ford.
Cool. So I gave myself
Like
ample
in between.
space here.
So in between there. Feel free to put them in whatever order you feel like. Next one is a female Mankey.
Female Mankey. Mankey, I'd imagine, slightly newer. This Mankey is Quebec.
All right, codename Quebec. Actual name?
That's a great question.
Quebec.
That's a great question.
We can always come back to this. I think we'll just go by code names for everybody else.
Yeah,
If we can't
we'll
think
go
of
code
them.
names for now and come up with stuff as we go.
Next Pokemon on the list is a male Toxicroak.
A male Toxicroak. Definitely older. Definitely older. Kilo.
Codename Kilo. Actual name, if you've got one.
I've got nothing right now.
The final character on our list is a female Sudowoodo.
Female Sudowoodo. Female Sudowoodo. Yeah, something happened in this guild because we've got like some old heads and some newer people, and then there's a lot missing in between.
We don't talk about the incident of 83.
Well, because we've got E, G, K. I'm saying it right now. Somewhere between G and K is going to be the Sudowoodo, and then L, M, N, O, P, and R are all not present. Something happened. And we've got Q and we've got S.
Yep.
And I guess Kyle's code name would be T. I
Tango?
guess. Yeah. I guess Kyle's Tango.
Okay. So Sudowoodo here, you said between G and K?
Yeah. Is this India or Juliet?
Is it India or Juliet? Should we roll for it?
All right. Odd or even?
Evens.
It's odd. It's India.
We got code name India.
I don't know why I said odd or even.
I thought-
Wait, hold on. How did that work? Wait, what? Okay.
All right, so we've got Echo, who has a real name that nobody knows. We have Echo is a Noivern, the boss of the Battlehammers. We've got Ross, codenamed Golf, the Electric. We've got Ford, codenamed Sierra, the Badoo. We've got somebody, codenamed Quebec, the Mankey. We've got somebody, codenamed Kilo, the Toxicroak, and we've got somebody, codenamed India, the Sudowoodo.
All right. I'm trying to think. There has to be some sort of like tree. Oh, wait. If the Sudowoodo is J Juliet, it could be like Juniper, because Juniper is a tree, and Juniper is also like, professor, female professor.
As their name. So you want to go Juliet / Juniper, the Sudowoodo?
Yes. Yeah. Let's do
All right.
that. Let's do that. Because I was like, what sort of tree name could we give a Sudowoodo? Boom.
Juliet.
Kilo. We've got Kilo. We've got Kilo, the Toxicroak, and we've got Quebec, the Mankey.
Yep.
I'm spinning my wheels for names right now. I'm not gonna lie.
I just thought of something. Since Toxico's code name is Kilo, his name is Graham.
Oh my goodness, yes, it is Graham. But I love how like this is meant to be like, oh yeah, your code name is in the order that you joined, and just somewhere like J and K, like they must have joined at the same time, and it was like, okay, well we have to do it this way because it works out so well. Come on. Like you have to be Juliet and you have to be Kilo because like, come on.
It just matches. Come on.
Like they joined at the same time and it just had to be that way.
Uh-huh.
And now we've got Quebec, the Mankey.
Yep. I'm just thinking of stupid things now. Like,
yes.
Mankey's actual name is Toronto.
Oh my goodness.
Or something like that. Yeah, or Ottawa, Nova Scotia. Newfoundland.
I was gonna say, if the code name is Quebec, the name has to be like very much English, like
Elizabeth.
Like Elizabeth or like Charlotte.
Right. Charlotte's
known as the Queen City, right?
I think so. Charlotte's also another capital city. Yeah, we'll just go with Charlotte. Why not? Charlotte.
Charlotte. Was there an English Queen Charlotte?
That sounds familiar.
Is that where Charlotte got its name? Like Charlotte, South Carolina?
Queen Charlotte is
North-
a person, yes. Wife of King George III from their marriage on September 8th, 61, until the union of the two kingdoms on January 1, 1801.
Very much English historical figure and name, and your code name is Quebec.
Yes, perfect.
As far away from, as anti-English as it gets.
All right, so in summary, as we get back here, we've got Echo, real name unknown, who is the Noivern. We've got Ross, codename Golf the Electric. Ford, codename Sierra the Badoo. Charlotte, codename Quebec the Mankey. Graham, codename Kilo the Toxicroak. And Juniper, codename Juliet the Sudowoodo. We also have Kyle, who is about to be announced his formal name being, what did we say, Tango?
Is Kyle the, is Ford the most recent member before Kyle, or were there some others that have quit? Because Kyle could be farther down the list.
It's up to you. All I'm saying is Ford is the newest member that is still there.
Ford is the newest member that's still there. He was Sierra?
Yes.
Because Kyle could be we could add more intrigue and mystery to the Battle Hammers. Kyle is actually Alpha Echo or something.
So we just have the rest and then the front half just gone.
Yeah, no, okay, so Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, they all are probably just retired, right?
They're just chilling.
Foxtrot is also probably just retired.
Mhm.
As is probably Hotel's also probably just retired at this point, and India, they're probably just retired, considering Golf, Juliet, Kilo, they're kind of the older members, right?
Right.
Yeah, they're kind of the lifers, kind of they're the veteran presences who are gonna one of them is going to pick up the title of Guildmaster after Echo eventually retires, right?
Right.
But then L all the way down to P, mystery. We
Just
don't know.
no one knows.
No one knows what happened to Romeo. Romeo joined in between in between Charlotte the Mankey and Ford the Badoo, and just didn't cut it. And then since Ford the Badoo, we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 different people
That have just not been able to do it.
11 others who just came and went.
Badoo in my head is maybe a couple of years into it. So we're saying in the span of 24 months, we had 10 people just bounce.
Come in, not be able to cut it, and bounce.
Okay. Sure, why not? So, let's
and Kyle is now Alpha Echo.
I feel like Kyle would know the NATO phonetic alphabet or the equivalent in this universe.
Yeah.
And so you're just okay, I see the gist with this. Everybody's gonna get a cool name. And in your head, you're thinking okay, I met Ford, and as they're introduced as Sierra, you're okay, I'm probably T or U or something like that. and Echo just turns
Kyle's X-Ray or Zulu would be a fun little code name.
Right. And then Echo turns to you and it's welcome. As you know, we all have code names usually because of a lot of undercover activity that we end up doing. So Kyle, welcome. You have been officially designated Alpha Echo. And immediately you're whoa.
Yeah, wait a minute.
That's a couple of jumps right
You see
there.
Kyle's eyes just bug out of his head, just and in his mind, he's do I want to know? What have I gotten myself into?
Oh gosh, what does this mean? And I think that is a good place to end the episode right there.
Kyle joined the guild. Yay! Or is it yay? Is this doom?
But yeah, that is a great place to end the episode here as you've entered the Battle Hammers here in Steelforge City. Potentially the most complicated guild that you're ever going to be in, seeing as half the members have dipped for one reason. Or another.
Maybe not the most complicated, or definitely the most tumultuous.
we have a high turnover rate, is what we'll say. Oh, that's great. All right, awesome. That is the end of this episode. A very exciting episode indeed. I wonder what that dream means. I will tell you this right now. Technically, you know the answer.
See, why do you have to say things like that? Because now I'm not going to be able to sleep for the next week. In my dream, I'm just going to see Kyle's memories folding together in a mountain, and I'm just going to be like, what does it all mean?
Oh no, I am Kyle.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
But that is the end of this episode. Looking at the amount of time, I know we spent a large amount of time not having content, but also this episode's going on pretty long.
This is going to be trimmed for content. Like it absolutely will be. There is going to be a lot on the cutting room floor that y'all may never hear, or actually some of y'all might hear.
Some of y'all might.
Some of y'all might hear.
But that is the end of this episode. Thank you everyone for listening and for enjoying. Hopefully, maybe, I don't know. I have been your PM, your DM, your GM, Anirudh himself.
And I've been Mohammed playing Alpha Echo. And
until next time, this is where I would try to do take care in NATO phonetic alphabet, but that takes a lot of letters. Let me see.
Yeah, that's way too many letters.
Tango, Alpha, Kilo, Echo, Spacebar, because that's a thing. Charlie, Alpha, Romero, Echo. Romeo. I said Romero. All right, that's a good place to end it. Thank you, everyone. Take care. Hello, this is Anirudh, the GM of Not a Scratch, and thanks for listening to this episode. I'm going to make this real quick because it's at the end of the episode and, you got things to do. Episodes come out weekly, so be sure to follow and do all those important things you ought to do when supporting a podcast. Share us with your friends if there are anybody that you think would be interested in checking out our Pokemon Mystery Dungeon podcast, and leave us a review on your podcasting platform because reviews help to bring new people into our communities, helps us in the algorithm, and also gives us advice on what we can improve on in the future. You can follow us on Twitter at NotAScratchCast, email us at notascratchcast@gmail.com, check out our Discord, or go to our website, all available in the description down below. Check out the merch as well, we got that. Pretty cool stuff, if I do say so myself. And with the change of the seasons, perhaps you're interested in getting a nice long sleeve shirt, a sweater. Am I promoting this? Absolutely. Really want to thank Glitch X City and Tabletop Audio for their songs throughout this entire episode. And also want to shout out our Patreons. We at Not a Scratch have a Patreon where you can get extra benefits regarding the show and its future, including early access to episodes, special behind-the-scenes looks of what goes into the games, newscasts, and more. And you'll also be recognized during the show right here and right now. Thank you to our Patreon members, Ginny, Ursa93, Eli, and Damon Tiger. Check out links in the description below. Contact us on Discord or Twitter. And until next time, take care.